Brett Sobchyshyn here with Crusaders TV, joined by head coach Brennan Menard. An unfortunate 6-3 loss, but I guess in the midst of this loss, maybe in your eyes, what were some good takeaways from this game?
Yeah, I think we created a lot of chances, and I think we're going to be able to do that regardless, Brett, just because of the amount of good players that we have here. I think at times we showed a bit of our youth, which I think is at this time of the year, with the amount of young players that we have, I would say I'm not overly surprised. Good team like that makes you make mistakes just because of how good they are. Good teams put you in tough spots. But I think when you watch us in the third period and at stretches of the second and of the first, there's a lot that we can take away to to be positive about. We are young. But we have a lot of skill, and we hit a bunch of posts. And I would say, I think the outcome was what it should have been, and there's a lot for us to learn moving forward. And I think that's an okay spot to be today.
And speaking of that third period, maybe speak on the grit and the heart your team showed, maybe trying to claw their way back down 4 goals coming into the third period.
Yeah, the power play gets going. They get a couple, and it gave us life and gave us energy. I thought actually coming out of the dressing room, going into the third period, just generally speaking, I thought that they were ready to go out and play, and they were done, I guess, in a way, feeling sorry for themselves, that it wasn't going their way. And it's good to be in situations like that. So the power play gets to, and you have yourselves in a game at that point, and we weren't able to capitalize after that, despite posting all that. But I think, again, like I said, it shows that we're a good team too, and we're gonna make some improvements based on all the information that we get from that game, and looking forward to it.
And coming into this week's practice, I guess on Monday, what are we going to maybe be some key points looked over on Monday's practice?
Well, I would say everyone is probably dealing with certain pieces of this early in the year, if you were to talk to any coach, and that's the situational awareness thing. The time of the game that it is, and the situation, what the score is, what the momentum is, all of that lends itself to certain decisions that you need to be making. And then there's certain things that work much less than they maybe used to when they were younger as well. And so you got to think about, a little more consistency and a little more high percentage plays than, especially when things aren't going your way. All of a sudden, to try and hit a home run, like you need to maybe hit a few singles for a couple minutes to start getting your rhythm back. And so, it's one of the things that we talked about, is not making things worse. If it's not going well, you need to hit a couple singles and get your feet back on you so you can gain some confidence. So I think I just point to that. There's many other things, and there'll be even more when you watch the video. But for a team like ours, it's understanding, and just with how we play, it kind of lends itself to. It has the ability to make them be careless and things like that. So it's helping them understand the situational awareness component of it and winning.
I was a big fan of the baseball references as well, so maybe we'll see head coach Brennan Menard coaching the Blue Jays one day. But thank you very much. Crusaders TV, joined with head coach Brennan Menard and Brett Sobchyshyn for Crusaders TV.